fuck over my name in shame time. Owen Howell, you're like the first guy in Summit to fuck up. But anyways, here we go. 5 lights. And it's lights out and away we go. Here for Jeddah in Summit League Racing Division 2. Coming up to that
here we go, then.
first chicane.
Evo leads, but there's already yellow flags behind us. I think it seems that everyone's got through cleanly. JMC trying to cut across the track a little bit there, but
oh, there's something in the back.
It's already happened.
Yeah.
It's already happened. We haven't even got to turn 3, and it's already a collision, and that is a virtual safety car. SLRF1 running into JMC, and you said expect anything but chaos. We've already got a crash, and we're not even a minute into this Grand Prix.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's going to be a little bit of damage for one of those guys. I'm sure there's a little bit of wing damage. Yeah, there's an end plate off of Molly. But the big thing that I'm actually concerned about, especially with VSCs, is making sure you get on that Delta. Sometimes even the Delta can get a little glitchy and fucked up, and you will get that dreaded drive-through penalty. I hope no one gets that.
Yeah, because that could literally ruin a race. And speaking of ruining a race, well, Kement has made life very difficult for himself. He started 7th on the grid. He has lost 3 places off the start line. So that could just be the medium tyres just being the better race tyre immediately off the line. The top 6 stay the same. Golden Lake Ferrari currently 8th as well. So let's hope that no one gets that dreaded drive-through penalty and we can get racing again.
Yeah, actually, I believe it was Sir Boga, if I'm not mistaken. He got actually, I want to say he got pole position in Bahrain last week, because I believe he started. Yeah, he did start on pole position, but he started on the hards, so he lost it right off the line. So obviously, the hard tires not the greatest starting tire in terms of like getting off the line. Maybe that's why it commenced losing those 3 positions, but they are a good race tire, and obviously he will be ending this race on the mediums. So, you know, maybe playing the long game, brother.
Yeah, absolutely. They're definitely going to be playing the long game, as we've got 4 drivers in the pits. That guy, Cooper Benz, Active JMC, and SLRF1 all in the pits for a set of tyres and a new front wing, I can assume, as well. So those 4 guys, a long way back from the rest of the field, but heading it right now is SLR Evo.
Yeah, Evo is on a clear path right now. He's actually trying to pull away. He's trying to extend, obviously, above the second, get out of the DRS range of Lehman's. But you got Liam and Jack right on the bootay of the Ferrari. These guys are not going anywhere. This is a huge train, actually. And this is why I love Summit, honestly. Honestly, I love Summit. Like, I do comms almost every day of the fucking week, bro. And I do not see racing like this very often. It is ridiculous. And this, you know, this train's going to last for another 5-6 laps. I love it. I love it.
Well, I'm glad you're loving it, mate. Well, we are looking at SLR Mac. Well, I'm looking at it on my screen.
I am too.
Right behind. Nice. Literally on it. We're both on it, and that's fantastic. As Marsh is looking for a move on Jack, maybe going into turn 1. He has a little look, but he thinks better of it. It's pretty early in the Grand Prix. We're still lap 3, guys. So quite a way to go, considering that we've expected chaos. We expected a race of attrition. I think Mash knows that. And he's just got to... Oh, I think he's tapped the wall there, if I'm not wrong. But
he looks okay.
Yeah, he knows this is going to be a very long race in terms of just keeping your car facing the right way, out of the barriers. So Mash just playing the long game, like you said.
Wow. These guys just keeping with it. Like, it's just crazy to me that they are all within DRS range of each other still. Like, the top 11, what is it, 11? 12. Top 12. 3 laps in are all going to have DRS on each other. It's going to be a 12-car DRS train, pretty much. This is ridiculous.
Well, I think a few people that will miss out is Kalesko and South Raptor. I think Kalesko's just got a 5-second penalty.
Oh, no.
For colliding with the Haas. So, you know, we were talking about not getting early penalties. Kalesko has already got one. And he joined this league halfway through last season, won 3 races in a row. And so far, it is not looking good for him. And it's not looking good for South Raptor as well. He's gone off at turn 22 as well. So it really is turning into a very rough season for the Aston Martin. As you can see, Owen Howell passing SLR Mash. So
Yes.
Owen Howell deciding, hey mate, if you're not going to pass him, I'm going to pass him instead. And he's up into P5 now.
Yeah, I just saw that. I love it too. Being a huge McLaren fan myself, you gotta love seeing the papaya move up a position. And I'm sure Mash is going to be upset with himself. I'm sure he probably wasn't expecting Owen to just come around the outside and just be like, hey, peace out, buddy.
Well, that's got to annoy him quite a bit, and I'm a McLaren driver in McKeown, so it's always nice to see the McLaren boys moving their way forward. Cooper Ben's cut unlucky, but Owen Howell making his way up another position, looking quite confident in that orange and black car. That is the McLaren, but Mash is still right at the back of him here.
Yeah.
He's definitely going to go for a move.
He's definitely smelling engine fuels right now.
It looked like it. It looked like he was going to get it done going into turn 22, but he might have better traction coming out of turn 23. And now this is where the Mercedes is going to strike. He's using the overtake button. Owen Howell is not using it, but it just doesn't seem that Mash has that straight line speed that he would have liked. And he's going to try and get a good exit again, this time at the last corner. Opens the DRS, but like you said earlier, we're in a DRS train, so it's going to be very hard to overtake.
Honestly, too, Owen Howell placed his car perfectly on that final corner. Like, just perfectly. Forced Mash to go all the way around the outside. He really had to have a lot more speed than he did if he was going to get that move done. So great positioning from Owen. Got to give a shout out on the defensive end as well.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant stuff from Owen so far, as he's got SLR Jack right in front of him. He did win the race last season on track, but a penalty came his way for a collision, and JD Menz took the win that day. He is looking to try and right the wrongs of last season, but right now, we're talking about a DRS train. He might just be starting to drop back a little bit, as he was 9/10 behind, but he's still keeping in, and that's the main thing, Diesel. When you're in the DRS train, the main priority is staying within that train without using too much battery, and it is honestly the hardest thing to do on this game, as Marsh
Yes.
continually getting close to the wall. But yeah, these guys doing a great job at the minute, just staying within 1 second of the cars in front.
Do you find, I mean, I don't race too often, so I have to ask you, do you find that as your tires degrade, the dirty air affects it more and more?
Yeah, I think obviously with the 2022 cars, you know, it is a little bit easier to follow, but the dirty air is still there. It's not like it's something you can just get rid of overnight. But yeah, as the tires start to go off, I think tire management is one of the keys here to making an overcut work on an undercut work. As Gornek Fryer goes around the outside of Williams there, he's up into P8 is Fryer. So Fryer's starting to get a move on, but we're starting to see a break of the train just with the top 7.
Yes. And it seems like Leah has also dropped down a little bit as well from Evo. So Evo is slowly but surely pulling away. Excuse me. But, yeah, we still have Liam right behind Men's, Jack, Owen Howell, Mash, and Zach is Beast. He is a beast.
He's definitely looking like one at the minute. He's currently 7th, just at the rear end of the train. And the frustrating thing is, for some of the guys in the middle of the train, oh, never mind, that was a bit of lag, never mind. I thought he lost the rear end, but it turned out he's still facing the right way, which is good news for him. But the frustrating thing with being in the middle of the DRS train is, you know that the car in front's got DRS, so even if you can try and get a better run, it's going to be quite hard to actually overtake the car in front, as Jack is just about hanging in there. But I think we might be seeing an overtake here, and the train breaking down as Owen Howell is right behind Jack.
Whew. Jack pulling off an Owen Howell defense there, but is it going to be enough? Is the question. Jack did not use DRS. I don't know. He's actually on 5% battery. I think that's what the huge thing is for Jack. He's got no battery left. And there's a VSC. Something happened. Did you catch what happened? I think it was a Haas.
Yep. I've got it. Yep, it's SLR1. He's gone round in the middle sector, and he's got no front wing, Diesel. So,
E.
yep, the Haas drivers really having a torrid evening. I think the safety car is out as well.
Is that? Oh yeah, it is.
Car.
You know, with all the shenanigans up there, all the cars there in Sector 1, I couldn't even see. But yes, you are absolutely correct, Simba. It is. Fuck. Wow. That is, I'm sure Evo is not going to be too happy with that. He had literally extended his gap by almost 2 seconds. I'm sure the medium guys will be loving this, though, because they can actually relax with the tires, probably make the mediums last a little bit longer.
True. That is true, Diesel, but I think the obvious choice here is they're definitely going to pit for hard tyres, and what this does is it's given these guys basically a free pit stop. So
Yes.
they can just pit for hards and go to the end of the Grand Prix. So if you're someone like Commence, who's currently 10th, on those hard tyres, not hoping for a safety car early in the Grand Prix, your strategy's kind of out of the window here, because it means that you're going to be a pit stop behind everybody else by the time you pit for medium tyres. So, from personal experience, this is literally the worst case scenario for Commence.
Yes, I agree. And you are absolutely right. So, and this is where the experience comes in. I haven't raced in like over 3 months, so I don't really recall how long tires last. But you are absolutely right. All these medium guys coming in for the hard compound, so obviously the hards will last to the end of the race. Will they fall off at a certain point, maybe, or they will guaranteed, like, are they going to be fine? Because it is...
Well, they will get to the end of the race.
Yeah.
They will get to the end of the race, but the tyres will drop off at some point. It depending, if you don't get another safety car, for example.
Of course.
The tyres will start dropping off towards the final 3-4 laps of this Grand Prix. But, yeah, we'll have to see what happens. I think everyone's coming to the pits. And watch out for Commence here, Diesel, because he's on mediums. They're going to be the quicker tyre like we saw at the start of the race. So he's got to try and probably be a little bit aggressive to try and gain some places. And just hope to God there's another safety car, because those mediums are definitely not getting to the end of the Grand Prix.
Yeah. That I have to agree with you. I can't see the mediums lasting to the end of the race. Commence, and especially too, because Commence has to be a little aggressive, he's probably going to burn a little bit more rubber than he wants to, which will obviously force him to box quicker rather than later. So yeah, I don't know. It should be fun. Obviously we don't want another safety car to incur. We want a nice clean race, but we don't make the rules here. Michael Massey does, right?
Oh, dear. Not that guy. If he made up the rules, then this would be the most scripted race you'll ever see in league racing. So, thankfully, he's not making the rules.
Photo? Yes, it's called a motor race, okay? Sorry? We went to car racing.
Oh, shit. Tap, we went car racing.
That is fantastic. That is absolutely fantastic. But, yeah, I think we might be under safety car for quite a few laps. It just depends on how long SLR Moley and Southern Raptor can catch up with the train. But, yeah, this has definitely opened up. This race has definitely opened up, and it really does show the importance of, the strategy that most guys went for the medium tyres, and now we've still got a few on the mediums right now. As Commence, he's had a moment. He's lost a place to Fryer, I think.
Yeah, I kind of
sure.
spotted that. I think he might have. I don't know what happened. There was something weird that happened there.
Yeah, a bit bizarre. I mean, down in P10, but he was P10 to begin with, so I think he might have just accidentally overtaken the Mercedes.
Yeah, that's what I think too. I concur with you. And actually, I think we might actually get the safety car in this lap, because I mean, they're going through the real slow bit now. I think Moley should be able to catch up to the pack. I just
Let's hope he does.
Yeah, the one thing I personally hate, like, I mean, I'm not really first place very often, I'll be honest, but when I am, it's always been like the safety car will always decide to come in at the very last fucking possible second, and it just throws me off so hard. Like, I don't know, I have the worst luck. But basically what I'm getting at is sometimes the safety car, like, will literally wait till the last second when it should actually tell you at the start of Sector 3.
F1 22 in a nutshell. Poor guy's been continually screwed over by the game, time and time again. He just wants to lead a race, for goodness sake. But
yeah, just give a Canadian a win, for fuck's sakes.
Unbelievable. It's just awful luck, honestly. Horrendous. But it seems that Moldy is just about going to latch onto the back of this train going into Sector 3, as Evo's probably doing his best Lewis Hamilton impression, saying that the safety car is going way too slow and should really speed up, because the hard tyres, while they are the most durable tyre, they're very hard to warm up, especially in a safety car restart. So got to watch out for Clemente. He will probably be pouncing on some of these guys if they're not careful, and SLR1 has just latched onto the back of the train, so surely in the next lap, Diesel, we'll get this race underway.
All right, thank God. It only took 3 laps. Obviously, I just want to say the one positive thing of the safety car is the 4 drivers that had the incident in the lap 1 incident. They obviously are able to catch up to the back of the pack, maybe get some half-decent points out of this. Maybe. You never know.
Yeah, exactly. You're absolutely right. I concur with you, Diesel. Yeah, definitely a second chance for some of the guys involved in that first lap collision. As, interestingly, Vapid Coupe, if you did notice, has pitted for a new set of medium tyres.
I don't know.
He must have had a fresh set waiting for him, and this could come into good use, really. Because I think he might just be able to get to the end of the Grand Prix. The beams will drop off near the end, but for a couple of laps at least, we've got like 16 laps to go. For at least 8 of them, he should be one of the quickest guys on that racetrack right now. So, yeah, it might seem that, you know, the top 6 are status quo. Don't go anywhere. I think there is still a race on our hands here, and we could be in for one hell of a Saudi Arabian Grand Prix.
Yeah, and surprisingly enough, even though we have had 1 VSC and 1 full safety car, all 20 drivers still in this race, which is great to see. And we should be getting the notification shortly that the safety car is coming in. Yes, there you go. And now Evo will become the defunct safety car.
Well, there's the safety car going round turn 27 to come into the pits and end the safety car period. SLR Evo just coming around the last corner, and it looks like he's dashed for it, but it turns out he's slowing things down again. And look at that, there's a bit of a kerfuffle there between a few of the cars going through the last corner. But Diesel,
yeah,
we are racing once again.
Yeah, there was some major confusion in the back. Evo really holding up till the very end, but he's obviously allowed to do that. He has every right to do so. And it looks like Owen Howell getting the move done on Liam. Wow, that was a sexy little move. I just caught that on my screen. So Owen moving up to the final podium position. Oh, yeah, Owen, just do that for me.
No.
Just make it. I'm never giving anyone compliments anymore. Fuck you guys. Holy shit.
You've done it again. Unbelievable. I think Commence has really lost out on that restart. SLR Jack has just passed a Williams up into P7, and there's a massive commotion going on. JMC involved in another collision. Cooper Benz has no front wing, and there's another collision right on the first lap of the restart.
VSC. VSC.
Safety car.
Oh my goodness. It's the back of this grid. Evo, I'm sure, is screaming at his television right now. He had a wicked launch.
He did. He opened up like a 1.5 second lead.
Oh, it's a full safety car. Simba.
It's another safety car.
It's a full safety car.
Oh, goodness me.
I swear that little yellow dot just comes out of nowhere sometimes.
Yeah, that's what it's designed to do. It's just to come out of nowhere when you least expect it. But, yeah,
Wow.
Cooper Ben's really not having a good day in the office. He's been involved in 2 collisions, and both of them have ended up with him losing his front wing. But the good thing is, he could put on a new set of tyres, and he's still facing the right way, and he's still got all 4 tyres left on his car. JMC involved in another collision, and he's just sped in the pit lane. He's just sped in the pit lane. That... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't want to slander anyone, but this man in particular, some of the things I've seen this man do on a racing track with other drivers involved, like, dearie me.
Very questionable, eh?
Understatement of the day, mate. Understatement of the day.
Yeah. Well, luckily we don't have. Actually, it's kind of nice because I know Adrian races here, but he's actually good in this league. But he usually pulls off a lot of shenanigans in other leagues, so I do understand what you mean. Just like, what the fuck is this guy doing sometimes? Oh, Stealth Raptor has left the session. I think that's more of a connection issue.
Yeah, I'm going to see if I can get him back in.
Okay. Wow, I really feel bad for Owen. Owen, I hope you jump 3 seconds ahead of Liam somehow. Fuck, man. Well, ladies and gentlemen, my favorite word, consistency, is playing a key factor even with some of our top drivers. Even Jack, he seems, has a penalty of some sorts. Just going to check that. Yeah, 3 seconds as well.
Alright, so at the moment, 25% of the field with a 3-second time penalty. And the thing is, Diesel, if we keep having more safety cars, it's really going to hurt the guys with the 3-second time penalty, especially Owen, because one of the most deflating things in league racing is being able to overtake someone and then immediately getting a penalty straight after overtaking them. It's one of the most deflating things ever. And if we do keep getting safety cars until the end of the Grand Prix, say there's one with 3 laps to go, Owen, Jack, Blaine are all in big trouble because they're going to have to make a 3-second gap in just like 2 laps, and normally that's not really the case.
Yes.
So, yeah, these guys are definitely in trouble for the rest of this Grand Prix if there is more safety cars coming out.
And not to mention, too, we can't forget, this is only halfway into the race. You got to be consistent for the second half, which is, arguably the most important half of the session. You got to stay consistent because, I mean, another 3-second penalty, that makes 6 seconds, and now you're just really just fucking yourself, let's be honest. So, you gotta be smart, man. You just gotta be smart, especially in Sector 1. You and I were both talking about it, especially for our pad players.
Yeah, all the pad players that are going through Sector 1, fair play. It is literally the worst sector for a pad player. There's no way you can carry that much speed and rotation, the same as a wheel player, but some of them are handling out there, and we've still, like you said, we've still got 20 drivers on the track, which is always good to see, so everyone still within a shout of getting some points. But like you said earlier, SLRF1 is going to be absolutely fuming. He's been leading this race the whole time, and anytime he does sort of build some sort of advantage over the guys behind him, there's a safety car. So what do you think? What do you think is going through his mind right now? What do you think is the next step for SLRF1 for the rest of this race?
Personally, for me, it would be just deep breath, keep my head down, make sure to keep doing what I'm doing, because obviously what he's doing has been working for him. That's not a lie. He has been having a great race. He just needs to keep doing what he's doing, not let these safety cars frustrate him. He still has the position, so it's not the end-all be-all. But yeah, I mean, it's just a matter. I think honestly, Lee Menz is going to be under pressure from Owen, which will probably give Evo that shot. But I mean, I guess we'll find out very shortly.
Well, for the second time. Let's try again. We're racing again. In
Yes, we
Saudi
are.
Arabia, SLR Evo leads the way ahead of JD Men. Owen Howell in P3, Liam 4th. Mash is still in the top 5. And let's see if everyone can get through cleanly. Kolesko passing the Ferrari of Commence, going into the first 2 corners. We've got someone at the back, maybe? No, it seems that everyone's got through safely. It's a miracle. But there's contact. I've spoken too soon.
Finally, it wasn't me.
Fun round.
It wasn't me, folks.
Oh, no.
For once.
Oh, dear.
See what I
Oh,
mean? You
dear,
try and give
dear.
these guys a fucking compliment, and they're just like, all right, fuck you, commentators.
It is literally the worst part of being a commentator. But take a look at Mash here. He's looking for a move potentially
He
on
backed up.
Liam.
Just backed out. He thought better of it.
Yeah, smart move. You know, we were talking about being smart. That was definitely one of them. But Mash is on the attack here.
Whew. Nice private helicopter view right here. Good to see like fucking 7 cars in one shot. This is a fucking beautiful shot, folks. Oh my goodness, is Matt gonna try and go around the outside?
Yep, Liam compromised his line through turn 23. This is Mash's best chance if he wants the chance to get a podium, because these guys are not fighting. But P3 on, you know, they don't have to finish third. They just need to finish within 3 seconds of Owen if he
Yes.
doesn't bin it anytime soon. So these guys are effectively fighting for a podium in this Grand Prix. But Zach is Beast is trying to get involved as well. So things could be kicking off very soon as Beast almost goes right into the back of Mash. So Mash has really got to get a move on here.
You know, these guys are all pushing it to the limit. I think they realize that Owen had that 3-second time penalty, so these guys will be fighting it out with Liam. And we can't even forget about Jack. Jack, I know, has some real pace as well. I'm not sure why he lost a couple positions somewhere. Might have been under the safety car in all those pit stops, but regardless,
Yeah,
he's in that
Jack-
battle too. I just hate
He
the 3
absolutely
seconds.
is.
I just hate the 3 seconds, obviously.
Commence down the inside of Kolesko for P10. This is for 1 championship point. But Commence again losing out on the restart. But he's looking to try and make those medium tyres work regardless though, Diesel. He's got to make it happen on those medium tyres. They're the faster tyre at this stage.
Was it? Yeah, Commence and Kalisko both on the medium tires. So they're going to be... I mean, them fighting each other is probably going to degrade the tires even more. They're going to have to worry about Vapid Coot, who's on 2 lap younger tires, actually. And even that guy, it could be a crazy battle there. We got Mash, who's just passed Liam, coming into turn 27. Simba.
Yep, just about caught that. Mash is finally through. But the problem is now, DRS has been enabled. And unfortunately for Mash, the one time he gets past Liam, he's not got DRS. So the train from the start of the race has been broken. As Jack...
Oh!
What on earth have you done? In what universe was that an overtaking opportunity on 2 people? Jack, what have you done? You've just absolutely ruined the race, mate.
Oh, I mean, I was watching Liam's point. I see an Alfa Romeo at the back. Zach is Beast, I think, was compromised there. He's kind of a little bewildered, is the best way to put it? What is the best way I'm thinking of? Fuck.
I think the water is the best way of putting it. There's still action going on as well. Commence has got past Kolesko. I think he has anyway, and he's looking for a move on Golden Fryer. Now this is where things are going to start kicking off with DRS being enabled. Vapid Coot as well, looking to pass the Aston Martin.
Trying to a switch?
He can't quite make it happen.
No. Fuck. Wow. It's so funny too because these guys are so close, and then like the one driver in the front makes a mistake, or one guy behind makes a mistake, and then the other guy behind is able to try and take advantage, and maybe feels so excited. Oh, that guy getting a little squirrely there. Holy shit! This midfield is fucking ridiculous right now.
Yep. Welcome to Div 2.
Oh my god,
Vapid
active,
Coot
that
down
guy,
inside.
and Drastic 3 going into turn 27.
It's hard to look. It's hard to find out where to look, really.
Yeah.
It's action all over the place.
Yeah, I'm just going to focus on the
Blaze.
midfield. We got to give some love to the midfield, and then we'll focus on the front, I think, at the end.
Oh, James. Oh, dear. Well, there goes Blaze.
Oh, there goes... Jesus.
There goes Blaze. He's made contact with James C. Very unfortunate there. It looks like James C just didn't give him enough space on the inside. But there you go.
Man.
Jurassic Blaze really losing out there. Liam, I think, has definitely got damage from that Jack dive bomb. I think Jack just missed his breaking point, really. I think that's the best way I can put it. We've got a McLaren off as well. Yeah, very hard to find out where to look. Cooper Benz is having a hell of a race. And I don't mean that in a good way. It's literally been 16 laps out. He's lost his front wing for the 3rd time.
Well,
Poor guy.
At least
Can't catch a break, Diesel.
At least we don't have a safety car. That's all good. By the way, hi Jordan. Hope you're doing all right, brother. But I'm way too focused in this race, so I hope you forgive me. Anyways, fuck. Where do I begin? I think Zach is Beast recently got a penalty as well, so that'll hurt him. You still have Mash in P4. He's actually caught up to Owen Howell, bro.
Yep. So that Mercedes looking very, very quick at the minute. Mash could be on for a podium. I'm hoping I haven't jinxed him. But Clement is starting to make his way through the field now on those medium tyres. Now, they've done 10 laps, but some of them were under the safety car. So, there could be a few more laps before the hard tyre advantage is coming into play. JMC is still fighting some people down in 12th place. He keeps that position over that guy. But, hopefully, things can calm down a little bit. As Mash... Oh, no! I've jinxed him! I've actually jinxed him! Diesel, he's had a spin in the first sector we were talking about earlier. And Mash, a podium chance is absolutely thrown out of the window with just 8 laps to go.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, I was the curse in qualifying. Obviously, Simba's the curse in the race, because, I mean, luckily no safety car incurred, but fuck, that is not going to be what Mash needed in this race at all. As Simba was saying, he was on pace for a podium position, but now he has dropped down to P15 as it stands.
Yeah, I have absolutely jinxed you, Mash. Very sorry. Wasn't intentional. I literally even said that I was hoping.
So
to
box,
jinx him.
box.
I jinxed him
Box,
anyway.
box.
That's how bad it is.
Box. Yes, Raj, box.
Oh!
Box.
Oh, there's contact!
Oh! I don't even know who hit who there. We're just gonna say, this is Wreckfest. This is not F1 2022. This is Wreckfest 2022.
I think it's only gonna get worse, mate. I think there's.
Oh, here goes Active going up on the inside of turn 1.
Has he made that work? I think he
He
has.
did.
He's actually got through.
Peace.
The last time I saw him do a dive bomb, he cut across the entire the entire first 3 corners in Singapore last season. He's actually stayed on the track this time. It's a miracle.
I mean, you did say earlier in the stream his strategies were questionable, and I think that's what you need in a questionable race, a questionable strategy.
Again!
No way. What the fuck is going on now?
He's had a Tory 2 laps. This is the wall again. It's the same section that we were talking about in qualifying.
All right.
He's got no front wing again.
Can we get a rip in the
I'll
chat
say
for
again.
SLR Mash, ladies and gentlemen? Just a rip in the chat, please.
Gotta feel for him. Gotta feel for him here. That is such a shame. He was looking quick. He didn't expect to be in the top 10. He was looking like he was going to fight for a podium. And I've completely jinxed him. And that has completely ruined his race. Meanwhile, that guy is going after JMC for P6 on the track.
He's going to go around the inside, yeah. Nicely done from that guy. Just clear-cut speed advantage. But then, of course, Active will get the DRS on this straight, coming into that first chicane.
Yep, meanwhile,
And look at that.
Clements still trying to get back through. It didn't help that that guy compromised his own line.
Oh, that guy.
Going back at it.
Yeah, he's going for it, but yeah, he does compromise. As you said, he compromised himself. And Active JMC will stick the landing, as it would appear for the time being, at least.
Yeah, he stuck the landing there, and he's up into the top 6. Now, I said his racecraft was a little bit questionable, but he actually seemed to be all right this time around. Watching him on comms.
Wouldn't you agree
that guy?
Would you agree in a questionable race that a questionable strategy is needed?
The brain tease I've ever heard. Well, meanwhile, that guy went really wide there.
Yes, he did.
I think that might have just been orchestrated between the two. That's my only theory of it. Totia Clock has a chance to maybe get into the top 6. He's the only car without a penalty, as that guy completely misses that chicane there. I'm not sure if you caught that on stream.
Yes, I did.
Legend is out of the race.
Oh, it's a full safety car. Full safety car. I am so glad I didn't say what I wanted to say. I was about to say, Owen Howell must be loving this because he's got a 7-second gap between himself and P4. But now Kolesko has a chance at getting P3 because Liam and Howell have penalties.
You couldn't write this, and now they're all coming in.
So box. Laps
of a sprint race to the end of the Grand Prix. And look at this! We've seen a change in effective lead in the pit lane!
Oh shit,
Diesel.
Blaze is like, fuck you guys! Yo, I agree with this. If I'm Blaze, I'm laughing right now.
This could be the 950 IQ move.
I was just about to say, I was going to say 150, but yeah, 950 sounds good too.
But more importantly, Diesel, when we meant a change of effective lead, I meant in the pit lane. Evo not only has lost his 2-second advantage, he's lost the position to J. Lee Menz.
Very good call on that. Oh my goodness. Wow.
He's got to feel that he's been absolutely punched in the stomach at least 3 times in this Grand Prix. He just seems so quick today. But unfortunately, the field keeps getting bunched up anytime he has some sort of advantage over the rest of the field.
And I just realized too. Yo, Liam also had that 5-second penalty, bro. So he had to serve it in the pits. He's dropped down to P12. He was right behind Owen.
That's a good call too. Very good call.
Oh my goodness.
I completely missed that.
Yo, there's so much shit.
Changes. Yeah. That's one way of putting it.
Sorry for cutting you off sometimes.
Yeah. But no, it's fine. It's fine. We're commentating. We're enjoying the race. Sorry if I'm cutting over you as well. But
it needs to happen sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. Changes up and down the field. And we've got 5 laps to go. Diesel, who do you think is going to win this race?
I don't want to say it. No, fuck you. You're not doing that. You're not catching me in that. That's like when your girlfriend asks, "Is she hotter than me?" Or you get yourself in a trap. You're just like, you're just like, "Oh, babe, I saw a girl the other day. She looked exactly like you." And she's like, "Oh, was she pretty?" And if you say she's pretty, yes, it's like, "Oh, well, why don't you go date her?" And then you say, "Well, no, she's not pretty." "Oh, but she looked like me, so you're saying I'm not pretty?" You're just in a lose-lose situation. And that's basically what you almost put me in. So we are not going to answer that. But right now, it's looking very strong for either Blaze, Menz, or Evo. One of those 3 definitely have a shot. Owen Howell, obviously going to be hurting with that 3-second time penalty. It's just going to be a matter of if he can extend the gap between himself and Kolesko, which is easier said than done.
Yep. You absolutely nailed it on the head. Kolesko was very quick last season. He's not exactly been on form so far this season, but this could be an opportunity, a golden opportunity, for him to kickstart his hopes of winning the Division 2 Championship. But, yeah, absolutely right. What an analogy, by the way, with the whole girlfriend shenanigans. Absolutely inspirational stuff. But we've got a 4-lap sprint to the end of this Grand Prix. And we still don't know who's going to win this Grand Prix. SLR Evo has been leading basically this entire race. But sometimes in Formula 1 and sometimes in league racing as well, The most important lap of any race is the last lap, and we could be seeing an instance of this if SLR Evo can't reclaim the lead in the final 3 laps of this race.
All right, safety car in this lap, and we will have 3 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen. Once, of course, Blaze crosses the line.
Yep. Now, this is going to get very spicy. The safety car is going around the last corner. Blaze, obviously knowing that he's got a massive disadvantage compared to those cars behind him, he's taking his time here. He knows that he needs the best restart possible, and for the 3rd time, let's try this again. One more time.
Oh, Owen! Owen got squirrely on the exit!
Oh, that is a disaster.
Because Lesko's almost side by side with him.
That's a disastrous
No,
oh. Kalesko, it could go for it. He doesn't go for it. That was a beautiful opportunity there for Kalesko. He didn't take it. Meanwhile, J.D. Mays is all over the back of the Williams as Mash gets a penalty with a few laps to go. So his hopes of getting points, allowed on a podium, are completely dashed with a couple of laps to go. But now, this is where things are going to kick off pretty much for the next 3 laps.
For sure. Evo right now also on the back end of Ment. You have to imagine that Evo is going to be fuming here. Especially, I don't think he's more upset about the Blaze thing. He's definitely going to be upset about the pit bullshit.
Yep, and
Jack
is going to be upset. SLR Jack is out of the race. He's gone into the wall through that banking section, and his race is done. He will not score any points here tonight, but all 25 points are still up for grabs. Blaze has actually managed to keep the lead, but can he stay there?
Yeah, the thing is, we're going to have 1 lap of DRS, Simba. That's the one thing. So it's really going to come down to consistency and driver skill for these first 2 laps. And it's looking like Blaze able to hold his own, as you're saying. And he, as you're saying too, he is definitely on a disadvantage. These soft runners are going to be better in the corners, especially.
Well, here comes James Menz looking for a move around the outside, going into turn 1. Can he keep it on the inside? Police just about gives him enough space.
I think he almost compromised himself for Evo. He compromised himself for Evo. Oh, Evo thought better of it. He's like, no, fuck that. I'm out. I'd rather live. I choose life.
He's chosen life. He's still in 3rd place, but Sotia Clark almost going off the entire track to get past Kalesko. Kalesko, he didn't take that chance with Owen, and instead, he's lost the position. But he knows he'll finish 4th, as long as he can stay within 3 seconds of the car in front. But Kalesko really not taking advantage of that. It was literally on a plate for him on the restart.
Yeah.
Owen only put it in a wall on the restart, but Blaze is still leading this thing.
No, I don't even want to do the math, but Owen needs to keep this pace up if he wants to at least, you know, keep a top 5 position. It's not looking very good for him. That fucking 3 seconds,
a little bit wide. He's gone a little bit wide at turn 23, but Evo is still right at the back of JD Menz. We could have a 3-way fight for the race lead on the last lap. JD Menz, he knows what's at stake. He wants to try and win this Grand Prix. He forces the Williams to go defensive round the last corner. He uses 2nd gear for absolutely no reason, but as we go into the final lap, Drastic Blaze of the Williams leads the way. There's yellow flags at the back, and Drastic Blaze has run out of VRS. JD Menz down the inside. This could be for the race win, and it's definitely a move that he needed to do. He takes the lead of the Grand Prix.
Oh, and Evo as well.
Follow him as well. Evo has to get it done, and he has got it done. He's into P2. So the 2 people that's in the head of the field are gonna fight for the race win on the very last lap.
And don't forget, brother, on Snake Way, there will be DRS and through the final little bit as well. So we have all to play for. They are literally separated by half a second. It's Evo versus Ment. Evo is leading this entire fucking race until that most recent safety car. And the battle continues. Here we go. Lee Benz versus Evo.
Now, Menz was in a very similar situation last season, but now he's defending.
Woo! Here we go.
And it looks like he's using quite a lot of battery down that straight. So through Snakeway, he doesn't have much to work with as Owen moves himself up into the podium places on the last lap. I don't think it'll be enough, but this is where the race is won and lost.
There we go.
Evo looks to take the
Oh,
lead back.
Evo! Evo!
Here he goes.
Oh my goodness, no, he's fighting back! Men's coming into the... Oh shit!
Menz somehow stays ahead. Can he even get the run? He's got the drive. He's got the battery across the line. And
No!
takes the lead.
No!
On the very last lap of the Grand Prix, he takes the win back by less than a tenth. I can't believe it. I got it.
What the fuck? Ladies and gentlemen, I did press the replay button. I'm gonna let you guys watch this replay. Oh my fucking god. I don't think there's anything more to say about that.